Hello, I'm Tyler.
I'm Anthony.
And I'm Aaron.
And welcome to the Geek Show.
Today we'll be assembling a computer. As you can see here, we have the parts. In no order of importance, we have the computer case here, which everything goes in. This is the motherboard, which pretty much is the heart of the computer. Over here we have some cables, memory, and the CPU. This is the hard drive, which holds all the memory for the computer.
This isn't... no, this is a card reader.
That's a nice accessory.
Yes, it is.
For,
I thought it was a floppy drive.
I didn't even know people have floppy drives anymore.
Exactly.
This is a CD or DVD reader, which can read, DVDs, movies, or any CDs with software on them.
This is a power supply. It is a 20+4 pin connector. And it has about 4 Molexes that you use to power everything.
This is a fan, which you use to cool the inside of the computer. As you can see, this is a pretty tiny fan. You might want to get a bigger one, but...
It's for cooling tiny computers.
Exactly.
We've opened up our case now, and we're going to start assembling the computer.
Alright, first, we're going to start with the motherboard. It is the heart of the computer, so it shall go in first. Oh, hold on. Alright, there we go.
There we go, that's in there.
Fits like a glove. Alright. Here, Aaron, you can be unscrewing.
We're screwing it in now. It's a little difficult figuring out which ones of these go where. They're all look the same for the most part.
We have all the screws and other hardware inside this cup, so we don't lose it.
Okay, so now we've got the motherboard in the case. I will be assembling. This is called a bay. It goes in the front of the case and holds various things. This one's going to be holding the card reader and the hard drive. Now the card reader is going to go in like this, and then we're going to screw it in.
And then we're going.
And now the front hard drive and card reader bay has been put together. And I'll put this right in the front of the case, like so. And that fits right in like that. And one last screw right here.
And then you can adjust the front.
And that's that.
Then you can adjust
All right.
CPU stands.
And here we have the brain of the computer. It's the CPU, and it will be going on under the heatsink, which cools it off.
Can it hold? I mean, zoom in on your hand
You
there.
should have explained
All right,
that.
to put this in, you flick this back. You line the slots up, and you just drop it in and flick it in. Now we're going to put this on. And Look at that. This is the power cord for the heatsink. It's always going to be 4 pins, and it's always going to have a spot on the motherboard. And it's always going to go in pretty easily.
And this is the computer's RAM, or random access memory, and I'm going to install that right here. Let's go on.
And now we're going to put the power supply in. It just slides in like this. You slide it forward, and it's going to take 4 screws. Time lapse.
All right, that's the Mickey.
And now we're going to connect the power supply to the motherboard using the 24 pins here and the 4 pins over here.
And now I'm going to install this DVD rewritable drive. You just slide it in and make sure the holes line up. Notice how the screw hole is lined up nicely. I'll now put in the screw to hold the drive into place.
Yes.
Now what?
Now the hard drive and the CD drive are pretty much useless unless you've got them connected to the motherboard with these cables, which I'll do now. And now the cables are plugged in, so the hard drive and CD drive will function. And now I'll plug both of them into the power supply so they get power. Yeah, this takes a little while sometimes.
Definitely got this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
And these are the wires that plug in the motherboard for the case electronics. They power the LEDs, the power button, the USB, and the system speaker. First, we're going to put in the LED lights. You're going to want to look at the manual for these because they go in different spots almost every time. We drew ourselves up a nice diagram here because we don't own manuals.
We'll probably edit that out, but that's okay.
Think about it.
It doesn't have to be professional.
And we're going to stick this one in right here because it's definitely where it goes. Oh my god. Bam. Now we're going to plug this into a USB hub. It will give all the USB ports power. We only have one in this computer, but you'll probably have more than one. I don't know where this goes.
And now we're going to test it out and make sure everything works. The power light's on. And everything seems to be booting correctly. Watch out for our next episode where we teach you how to install an operating system onto your newly built computer.